This video is for documenting purposes only. Please do not attack anyone mentioned in this video. Thank you. It took one thought, one action for this professional Super Smash Bros. Melee player to go from highly respected in the competitive scene to being downright kicked out of the scene for doing one simple move. Trevor Scher, aka Zelgadis, grew up playing a lot of video games in his spare time, including watching anime as well. But by having strict parents, he wasn't really able to do a lot of things that he wanted to do. He was very much limited, including with company as well. But one thing that was always by his side, and always kept him company, was Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. After Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube came out, it was very hard to get, so Trevor's friend actually got a copy, and they began playing for the whole weekend. Trevor, being the worst out of his friend group, got beaten and beaten and beaten and beaten. Something inside Trevor lit up. After constantly losing to his friends, Trevor decided to go home, and out of the blue, there was a video that he would click and watch that would change the course of history for him and for the people around him. The video was Pep117's world records for any characters in home run contest. Trevor or his future self, Zelgadis, would watch the video and be in awe due to the rapid pace that the characters were moving. Trevor then decided to practice, and with practice comes perfection. So when joining in 2002 for the competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee scene, now known as Zelgadis, went to tournaments and got better and better. Oh yeah, and those friends that he had that beat him constantly at first, well, those friends left. So now Zelgadis had no one to play with. Well, since now he has no one to play with, what can he do? He can't do anything other than play in tournaments. So the next day, Zelgadis wakes up, eats breakfast, takes the bus, and goes to school, and meets a new friend. And his name is German. See, German was a very big fan of Super Smash Bros. For the 64. So when Trevor told him that there was a new Smash Bros. That came out, German was very surprised, and they both started playing right away. After playing a couple months with each other, and German now knowing the scene, now going by the tag of the Germ, new friends were made, and then the team DBR was born. Just for monetization purposes, I'm just going to be calling it DBR for the entire video. If you want to learn more about that, just go do your own research. And now since DBR was made, they wanted to record their matches to see what they did wrong and to see what they can improve. But at the time, they didn't have recording software like Elgato's, how we have nowadays. Back then, they had to use VCRs to record their gameplay. See, Germ had a passion for video and image editing, so much so that he wanted to do something for the entire Smash Bros. Melee community. So the Germ and his other members, like Mike Nasty, Claude Zero, The Sweetness, and Bob Money, all came together and would make individual combo videos for everyone, including Zelgadis. And that intro before every combo video starts, oh my god, it's actually so fire, dude. I love it. I still love it. My god. Germ would then release combo videos such as Sin Samus, The Hylian Nightmare, Pure Nastiness, The King's Rollout, which inspired Mango to pick up Jigglypuff and start playing at a competitive high level. But the most impactful combo video that came out of the Germ DBR series was the Shined Blind combo video, which stars none other than Zelgadis. Shined Blind was one of the most impactful Smash Bros videos that ever came out back in 2006, because Zelgadis would show how Fox had the potential to be one of the best, most broken characters in the entire game. Shined Blind was a video that inspired many new players to pick up the game and join the Smash Bros Melee community. That even Ali A would comment on the video. But with good times comes bad times as well. After Shined Blind went viral in the Smash Bros community, many players started to question if these combos were real or fake. Many people would come and criticize Zelgadis, saying that he was a bad player, he was trash, he wasn't good, he was a scrub. Zelgadis didn't like that many people criticized him for supposedly having fake combos, but to this day Zelgadis says that all the combos are real. Well, except for some, according to Zelgadis. Or if you manage to find the stage combos for some reason you win a prize? I don't know. And along the way, Zelgadis started having issues with his friends. On August 23rd, 2010, DBR would announce the second iteration of Genesis, Melee's most hype and biggest tournament at the time. It was a go-to event. Everyone was excited for all these storylines that would happen during Genesis 2, like the rematch between Mango and Armada, where Europe's best, Armada, would come visit to America once again to face off Mango, the undisputed champion. But all the hype would quickly be overshadowed by something much greater. It was at this time that Zelgadis was feeling that his ideas or opinions didn't matter to Team DBR. When Genesis 2 was rolling around, back in 2011, Zelgadis worked at Staples and wanted to make free shirts for all the DBR members to represent DBR at Genesis 2. But he felt that Team DBR didn't want anything to do with Zelgadis' ideas. And in the end, his idea was rejected. He felt that DBR was slowly trying to remove him from the group, to the point that they started to not invite him to Smash Bros gatherings or Smash Fests. These things happened more frequently as time went on, such as the moment when Zelgadis' grandmother sadly passed away, when Team DBR didn't want to wait for Zelgadis to get back from the service, which only took 1 hour, simply because they wanted to go to Hella's house. This hurt Zelgadis, because he felt that they weren't there for him at that moment, at a moment where he was grieving. Although when Zelgadis' mother passed away, Team DBR was there, but in this moment, they weren't. Trevor also started having feelings of entitlement in that members like Bobak would host events and would give free entry to non-DBR members. Trevor, who was helping Bobak run certain events, didn't get free entry, and Zelgadis felt that he deserved it. Genesis 2 finally comes around. It's a 3-day tournament from July 15th to 17th, 2011. Day 1 and 2 go smoothly. Nothing out of the ordinary, people just playing melee, people playing friendlies, tournament matches, and then we arrive at the infamous day of Genesis 2, Day 3, July 17th, 2011. It was the morning of Day 3 of Genesis 2. People were crowding up for top 8. They were getting ready to see some great melee action. Matches like Shroom vs Mewtwo King, PPMD playing against S2J, Taj vs Armada, and Mango vs Hungrybox. All great matches, but somewhere along the line, there was another event occurring at the Ramada Inn Hotel. See, the Ramada Hotel is actually walking distance to the Genesis 2 venue, which was the Contra Costa County Fairgrounds. But at the Ramada Inn Hotel, that's when things go down. Tournament organizers and DBR's members, which were also helping run Genesis 2, were at the hotel calculating the winnings for top 8. The money that they were calculating was entry fees of every single player that joined the tournament, as well as sponsorship money from outside sources for a pop bonus. While the organizers and some DBR's members were in a rush to arrive at the venue, one of the tournament organizers made a big mistake. Accidentally, one of the tournament organizers left the envelope containing the $6,000 in their mattress hotel suite, with only a few of DBR's members still in the hotel room. When Bob Money and his girlfriend were about to leave, Bob Money's girlfriend decided to go to the bathroom, and that's when Zelgadis and his friend Clayton came into the picture. The reason that Zelgadis and Clayton came into the picture was due to the fact that Clayton forgot his jacket. Bob Money had already left the hotel and was on his way to the venue. So during that time that Bob Money was gone and his girlfriend was in the bathroom, Zelgadis entered the room. After Zelgadis entered the room, there was one envelope sitting on the mattress, in which he was debating with himself whether to take it or not. Now this is the part where we have two sides of the story. We have DBR's side of the story, where they think that Zelgadis took the money at the hotel with Clayton and ditched the venue. And we have Zelgadis' side of the story, where he says, upon seeing and grabbing the envelope, we left to bring it to the venue. Clayton and I got sidetracked, and on the way to the tournament, he got a call from his mom and was told to go to her house and pick up his breakfast mess. We proceeded over there. On the way, he asked what the envelope was, and I told him it was the sponsorship money for the tournament. He lightly suggested taking it, in no way trying to force me, but thoughts of taking the money entered my mind. As he went in and did his dishes, I was thinking about how feasible it would be to take the money. I took out 200, 100 for each of us. I was really nervous and had the jitters. He then took it to his house and said they'll never find it. The point is, Zelgadis took the money and turned his back on his friends. Once DBR knew that the envelope was gone, the first automatic suspect was Zelgadis. Now there could be reasons as to why Zelgadis took the $6,000. During Genesis 2, Zelgadis was struggling emotionally and financially. It could be said that Zelgadis wanted to take the money in order to pay off the people over time that he owed money to. And another reason could be that since Zelgadis started using marijuana and eventually pain during the time of Genesis 1, he could have used that money to split it with Clayton, who was then revealed to be a drug dealer, or use the money to keep buying the products that he wanted to use. And when all this was happening, Everyone was playing Melee, having a good time, not knowing what was going on behind the scenes. Even though you might be an O2er or you're just simply out of the tournament, the people who are getting screwed in the end are the people who made top 8. That's the crazy thing. Once Clayton and Zelgadis arrived at the venue, and no money was to be seen, DBR interrogated Zelgadis, asking him questions. Where's the money? Where's it at? Which was met from, and I quote, from the king, straight-faced web of absolute bullshit lies that I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Zelgadis would tell him that, I would never do that, I'm part of this crew, just the same as you guys. And things like, I swear on my dead mother's life, I did not take that envelope. Can you imagine losing someone that you love, stealing money that was meant to be paid for the players who were at the top of the game, and then having to resort to saying things like, I swear on my dead relative's grave? That's really crazy in my opinion. Once the police was called, Trevor and Clayton were interrogated once more. It was at that point where Zelgadis finally admitted to stealing the money along with Clayton. Before Trevor admitting to stealing the money, police gave him the fact that Zelgadis could face felony charges and prison time, but DBR members said no, they just wanted the money. Once Trevor admitted to stealing the money, DBR lost full respect for Zelgadis, and with only a few hours left of the tournament, DBR was finally sighing in relief, but during the whole event, the mind was filled with betrayal. How can 10 years of friendship end up like this? Several days after Genesis 2 ends, there was a post made by the king and other members of DBR with a solemn moment for DBR and the Melee community. Prior to this post, no one in the venue, except for the DBR members and tournament organizers, knew about the events that transpired until this very thread was posted, and everyone then knew about this. To me, the most craziest last words for Zelgadis coming from Germ was this, and I quote, "Thank you for introducing me to this game, and I hope you get help, but I don't want anything to do with you or anyone who is affiliated with you ever again. Goodbye." Damn. I think it's kind of a sad story because, like, I literally documented someone who joined the community, you know, at a young age, and back in like 2002, and they just ruined their reputation by doing one single action. Again, like, it's just kind of sad because, you know what's crazy? I actually met Zelgadis like a couple of years ago. I think I was like 16. I think it was around 2016 actually. I went to Wisconsin, and yeah, I went to play to a regional because I'm from Minnesota, so I went to Wisconsin to play at a regional. Turned out that Zelgadis was there. And honestly, he was a pretty cool guy. He was chill, but you know, I'm a person who doesn't really like judging people. You know, I like to meet them first. You know, but this is a big story, you know, that happened like for the entire community. He did something for the entire community that was just kind of wrong, but yeah, I thought he was a pretty chill guy, but you know, again, you can't really forgive this type of action to the community, especially because it's grassroots, right? But yeah, that's the whole video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It took me so long to make this video. I've been working on this so long, just researching day in, day out, trying to piece things together, and it's like, it was so hard. It was fun. I loved it. I want to do more content like this, especially in the dark side of Smash, and I'll be doing that more and more. I want to do that. I don't want to talk about sunshines and rainbows in the Smash community because honestly, I feel like that's usually the thing in the Smash community. It's usually sunshines and rainbows, but there's more to that. There's more to life. Expect more videos like this, and yeah, remember, catch my streams, subscribe to this channel, give it a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, stuff to me on YouTube. Yeah, I put in a lot of work for this, and I want to do something different for the Smash community. I don't want to do something that's like, I want to do something different. I want to do something that's like, you know, more on the dark side of Smash Bros. Like something more just different, right? Just different. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching me. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching me, and dude, you guys have no idea, man. Like, I actually love YouTube so much, dude. I love YouTube. Like, I grew up with YouTube. Like, this is like, I've always wanted to do this, so I'm just taking the chance to do this. No matter what happens, from the good times, bad times, have a good, positive outlook on life. You'll eventually get out and succeed. I love you guys.